Hey guys, Cold here. Welcome back to Watcher of Realms. We are in the test server today. I'm going to test one of the two 10x heroes, ALAURA, for you guys to see. She is a piercer, so she'll be doing more damage if you got the piercer lord. She's also a watcher though, so you can mix and match when you're doing faction trials. She can help a lot, I think, with her invisibility. That's her selling point, I think, plus the fact that she can boost her own crit damage and crit rate, giving her the possibility to be built without needing so many stats. And if you can awaken her, she becomes even stronger. Okay, this is what makes her so special. Look at that. Increases crit rate by 15%. If there are no allies in the adjacent tiles, it's crit damage by 35%. That is huge. That's a huge boost of crit rate just by having her there. I have built her already with 100% crit. I could have built her a little bit lower. It's just that the gear mix and match wasn't there. But yeah, 15% crit rate. When you consider you have 5 gear pieces to choose from, like 5 slots, it's very, very strong. It's almost like having one extra piece of gear on your hero. And that's her whole thing, basically. Her ultimate is just an attack that transforms into 2 strikes in a row, basically, plus extra damage on airborne targets. So where she is going to be used is probably in airborne PvP. She can be used definitely for gear rate 3. I don't think so for gear rate 1. She seems to have very low damage, no AoE at all. Gear rate 2 can be useful, but again, very, very limited usage. Her ultimate has very high cost. I don't see her being a burst champion similar to others. So gear rate 3 is where she's going to be shining, and I don't think she has enough damage for her to be doing enough for the guild boss. So with that being said, let's have a look at her. By the way, I will be adding her to the website very, very soon. I was just looking at some other heroes. We'll be adding her to the website very soon. You'll be able to see it. warcodex.com. I'll have links down in the description if you haven't checked it out yet. We've got great tools in there. Definitely check it out when you have the time. We have some articles there as well, which we will be introducing more articles as time passes. So make sure you just bookmark the page if you need another resource for Watcher of Realms. So let's go back into ALAURA, right? ALAURA. The way I've built her, lots of stats: 13,000 attack, 395 attack speed, 273 crit damage, 100% crit rate. I was trying to get my crit rate lower, just to benefit from the fact that she gives extra to herself, but I'll do another showcase at the end of the video with her at Awakening 1. Awakening 1, excess crit rate. This is the only champion that has this. Excess crit rate percentage is converted into equal percentage of crit damage with A1. That is very, very unique and could be very interesting to see. So, let's just go and see her damage. Okay, so we'll go into guild boss first. It's an easier way to see how much damage she's gonna do. I'm not gonna use the piercer lord, I don't think. Could use it with others. I just think it kind of makes it too strong when I do use the piercer lord and nobody has it. So I will use her with good gear though, fully maxed out, just to see on what she can do here. So let's go into the actual fight. I think your whole thing is the invisibility, and it's like a good gear rate 3 champion more than anything else. So I just cannot see the usage of her in something like the guild boss. So let's see what she can do. We're not gonna, am I gonna, did he give her the increased attack? No. Okay, that's fine. How many healers do I need here? Just see her damage, 32,000. Then when she pops the ultimate, pretty much does the same thing, 32,000, but it's much more frequent. Like, does a good series of attack, 32, 32, 32. It's not that amazing though, in terms of, you definitely not gonna see her in the guild boss anytime soon. Like 32,000 with that gear is it's kind of a joke. And now this is the weakened state of the of the guild boss, where he takes way more damage. Look at that, 57,000 per hit, and then we drop back down to 32,000. Interesting. She's on a tile of her own, no adjacent allies, so she's benefiting from her passive, which gives her extra crit damage. So if I place somebody here, she should drop in damage, right? Yeah, look at that, she drops to 29,000 per hit. So you would need to place her on her own. I cannot justify using her on the guild boss, honestly. Her damage is very, very low, and like, okay, let's very quickly compare the king, I would say, for piercers. Well, it's close. It's Silas and the other guy, the Joker guy, I forgot his name, Hex. So we can't really justify that. But I want to show you this thing that exists now on the test server, which is a gear swap feature, by the way. This is on the test server. This should come soon on live. So you just click this and all of the gear is moved from one hero to another. This actually makes my life so much easier for testing purposes. But yeah, he's gonna have the exact same gear, and just see the difference there in the crits. Okay, just gonna have him on his own. I'm not gonna place them side by side since I'm showing the same kind of showcase. But there we go. What is he hitting for? 27,866. Then he jumps to 30k, 30k. But then when he pops that, he hits a little bit more, a little bit more. Interesting. All right, and then I pop my ultimate. I also have Vierna, by the way. That's gonna be a huge damage boost. Then his ultimate hits for 100k each, so it's like double hitting as well. Without Vierna, I'm not sure. It says 100% more damage, so I'm not sure if that means double or just 100% more. But he just does tremendous amounts of damage. Comparing the two now, I just cannot justify it, especially since he does not limit himself, okay, to having allies next to him. All right, so the more allies you have next to her, you're gonna lose out on her damage bonus. This guy does not lose it. Interesting. Am I not gonna go through the shield? Oh, she managed to push through the shield, didn't she? Oh yeah, there he goes. No, I think that was like 1 second closer to not pushing through the shield. So he's hitting 30k now, about the same as she was hitting actually now. Then I pop the ultimate, then he goes nuts. I mean, if I popped it during the shield, he would have definitely dropped it. So yeah, a clear difference there in terms of guild boss damage. I cannot justify her being used in there. But again, if you don't have something else, you use what you have, right? But I feel like there's other alternatives, even from epic heroes, that can be used instead of a legendary hero that has, you know, all that gear. So let's swap the gear back on her. And what I want to show guys is in gear A3. That's the actual showcase. So we'll go back in there in gear A3 and see the actual positioning that you want to have for like the perfect run. All right guys, we're gonna jump onto gear A3. 19, 20, and 21 are huge in terms of the difficulty increase comparing it to the lower stages, right? It's very obvious. They all have basically the same strategy with higher gear requirements as you go up. If you have the Piercer Lord, it becomes way easier. But what I want to see is, what makes this very difficult is the right hand positioning of the fight. If you've ever seen this in terms of difficulty, that's where it really comes to the strength of your heroes comes into play. Okay, so we'll drop in Idril. I definitely used Idril in all of my gear A3 videos. If you've seen it before, definitely check those out. I used her and she was MVP for clearing it. Of course, I did have the legendary Piercer Lord. For this one, I'm gonna use ALAURA in there for the right hand positioning, where she'll stay invisible for that part of the fight, which we need her to. So I won't build a proper team to try and beat the whole thing. What I want to build is something just for this showcase. I want to see if she could kill the right hand side. We are on 19 right now, no power of dominance with the epic Lord. Okay, not the legendary Lord. The epic Lord does give me the increased attack range, which I would love to get, so I am using it. The legendary Lord gives you a much needed damage boost as well for each tile that you're away from enemies. So with that in mind, let's go into the fight. Let's see how this looks in terms of the right hand side. That's where it really is different. So here, gonna use, all right, let me restart. I'm gonna use the same strategy I used for beating it with just my epics, basically. No, I actually used Laurel, I think. Definitely used Laurel in that. So just fall back. Let's fall back and see. All right, let's go into the fight. We'll see now on how good she is in handling the right hand side. I just wonder, if we're gonna have enough damage. Right, so what you do is drop Laurel. So now immediately you pop Idril, and now Idril is clearing out these guys. She's got good sets, good gear sets on. Look at that. She's killing that thing. So this is like, this is what you would do normally. And then you put her like looking there. She's gonna stay invisible. I wonder if she's gonna get hit by the boss now. I have no idea. She doesn't get hit. That is beautiful because she's now invisible. That is actually, that's actually beautiful. I can even drop a mage here. I wonder if she's gonna do anything. I don't think so. Boss is not hitting that. Yeah, the mage is not gonna help there. What I want to see is this side. All right, I want to see this side. Is she killing it? Wait, we stay invisible. Oh, this is fantastic. Look at that. All right, so we stay invisible for the duration of the fight. She makes this so easy. So she stays there, just handles her own thing. You can drop in our other units. We're not really in a rush to clear the right hand side, since she'll actually clear it on her own. She's invisible. She cannot be targeted. Wow. That's just amazing. All right. She just hits that 53k easy damage, even though it's right on its face. She's standing alone, so her crit damage is boosted. Get hit there. That was nasty. All right, let's drop a healer to help us a little bit. The bird hitting the boss. Let's clear the boss there. Does she have any gear on? I don't think so. I want to see the other wave right here. That's what I'm waiting for. So she's gonna clear that on her own. You just watch. And how easy she clears that. Okay, we kill the boss. That's great. Can he do anything there? This is not the strategy, guys. You don't use mages here. I just I didn't want to build a proper team. So she's hitting those. Look at that. How beautiful that is. If I pop my ultimate, does she clear all of beautiful? Wow, this will make your gear rate 3 so much better. So this was 19. 19 is not difficult. In my eyes, you can definitely use all epic teams to do it. Let's jump on to 21. All right, this is a big step. You will need good gear. So let's jump on to 21 and see that. Okay, let's go in there and we'll try and make a proper fight and see on what she does in 21. Her handling the right hand side is gonna be very crucial for our success. So we drop in Arrogance. Immediately he starts gonna handle this side of the screen. Then we drop in Silas to try and deal with the left hand side. Gear is very important for this, by the way. Very important. No doubt. So we drop her there. We don't pop the ultimate, so she stays invisible. So Silas is killing something. Okay. Very good. Think. Who's gonna take the first arrow? I'm trying to think. She gonna take it? Alright, if she takes it, we're fine. Yeah, kind of fine. She killed the right hand side, so here I want to start dropping in just more damage dealers. Right. Then we can do the healer. Oh, we get one shot. Jesus. Alright, what if I do Dolores? Barely enough there. Right, she threw that, so see if my boy there can take them out. Silas popping his ultimate. Oh my god, I'm getting wrecked there. Let's pop that. Come on, let's just see the damage. Let's just see the damage there. She did like half the health, and then they started moving, so she's not the best. Like, she cannot completely clear those there. I think Hatsuit can completely kill that wave there, but I think if you still have something to handle as they move to the bottom, should be okay. Her just being invisible wouldn't give you anything there, just hitting. They would of course ignore her, but you need the ultimate for her to start doing a lot of damage on all of those targets. So overall, I'm very positive about her. Not the best piercer for sure. For that position, Hatsu I think still is number 1. She can still, I would still value her as a 10 for Gear A3 just because of how easy it makes it for the lower difficulties. And then at 21, if you adjust your strategy, maybe using also Idril in there, you should be able to do it. I just couldn't be asked to make a proper team for this one, just to show on how she works. But definitely a very solid one. The invisibility is something that you want to have on your heroes. And I think if we check on our side here, I think invisibility, how many heroes have that? I'm not sure. Invisibility, no, not invincibility, invisibility. Oh, they don't have the tag, so yeah, we'll need to add the effects as a filter there. I think it's gonna make it better for everybody. I think Hex has it, Hatsuit has it, and then maybe one more hero has it if I remember correctly, but we'll find it. So yeah, overall, good hero. Not the best. If you have Hatsuit, there's no reason to go for her, I don't think, unless you're having issues with the watchers. You can help in there as well. So thank you all guys for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you in the next one. See ya.